Hello, everybody. My name is Todd, and welcome to the Cincy Lingua membership program. It's great to have you with me here today in this lesson video. And yeah, for those of you who may not know, Cincy Lingua is a language institute. We are located in Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, Ohio is part of the Midwestern region of the United States of America. And again, it's great to have you here with me for this lesson video. And today's lesson video is going to be the first in a series that we are going to dedicate to everyday idioms. Everyday idioms. And again, this is lesson 1. So we're just starting this series here today. And the first idiom that we are going to look at in this first lesson on everyday idioms is an arm and a leg. An arm and a leg. And the meaning of this idiom really refers to a lot of money. It refers to a lot of money. We have an example sentence here to explain this a little more. I would take my family to Disney World, but it costs an arm and a leg. It is incredibly expensive. I would take my family to Disney World, but it costs an arm and a leg. It is incredibly expensive. So yeah, it's the cost of an arm and a leg. So yeah, very high price to pay. A very high price to pay. Okay, so that's an arm and a leg. Our first idiom for our series here. And then we go to an idiom, better off. Better off. The meaning here is in a more fortunate or in a more favorable position. In a more fortunate or more favorable or simply in a better position. Okay, in a better position. Our sentence here. Most people were better off in the 1950s. Crime was lower, the economy was better, and people were nicer. They were in a more fortunate position. Most people were better off in the 1950s. Crime was lower, the economy was better, and people were nicer. They were in a more fortunate position. They were in a more favorable position. Better off. They were better off. Okay? Better off. And moving on, we have big deal. Big deal. If somebody says big deal to you, what they're saying is, so what? So what? That doesn't really matter. In other words, that's not important. It's not significant. Okay, so big deal, big deal. Example. You just went on a trip to Paris? Big deal. I'm not amazed. I've been to Paris 3 times. It's pretty rude, isn't it? You just went on a trip to Paris? Big deal. I don't care. That doesn't really matter. It's not important. I'm not amazed. I've been to Paris 3 times. Right? It's a big deal. Who cares? Moving on. It blows my mind, or that blows my mind. This means it bothers me. Could mean it surprises me. It could mean it amazes me. It bothers me. It surprises me. It amazes me. Okay, so here If somebody says that blows my mind, well, in their opinion, it is a big deal. Okay, here's our example. It blows my mind that Amazon packages can be delivered to my house in the middle of the night. I never thought that could be possible. It blows my mind that Amazon packages can be delivered to my house in the middle of the night. I never thought that could be possible. Yeah, that just amazes me. It just amazes me. It's amazing. It's shocking, right? All right. Now we have to blow things out of proportion. To blow things out of proportion, this means to exaggerate, or to make more of something than one should. To make more of something than one should. Okay, to exaggerate. An example: the airline canceled all flights due to 2 inches of snow. They blew things way out of proportion. The airline canceled all flights due to 2 inches of snow. They blew things way out of proportion. My gosh, it wasn't that big of a deal. They really exaggerated. They made a big deal out of this when it wasn't a big deal. Okay, that's the idea. All right, so in this first lesson in this series, we've looked at 5 idioms, 5 everyday idioms. The first that we looked at is an arm and a leg. An arm and a leg refers to something that is very costly, very expensive. It's at a very high price. An arm and a leg. And then we looked at better off. Better off is referring to a situation that is more favorable, more fortunate, a better situation, basically. Okay, better off. And then we looked at big deal. Big deal. This is somebody says, big deal. It doesn't matter. It's not important. So what? Who cares? Big deal. And then we looked at that blows my mind, or it blows my mind. It means it amazes me. It completely blows my mind. I can't believe it. I can hardly believe it. That's the idea. It just blows my mind. It makes my mind explode. And then to blow things out of proportion. To blow things out of proportion. This means to exaggerate. To exaggerate. To make a big deal out of something that is not really a big deal. To make more of something than it really is. Okay, that's to blow things out of proportion. All right, so yeah, we're gonna wrap this first lesson video in our series up here. Before leaving you, I just want to wish you a wonderful remainder of your day. Again, I want to thank you for your attendance here at our Cincy Lingua membership program, and I want to thank you for your attention. And yeah, so I'll be looking forward to working with you in the rest of our series on everyday idioms, and then of course we will have many more series and lesson videos and other content available on the website also. So looking forward to working with you much more. So again, thank you. I'm signing off from Cincinnati, Ohio. Bye-bye.